Hello, this lesson will show you or give you a description of the registration uh, module. Let's step back a little bit. If you want to lodge to the registration area, you will have to click on the registration icon. So on the registration area, we have categories. Categories are able to sort out the patients that are patients that for the hospital and non-patients. Non-patients are those that did not really see a doctor, but actually came in for some services such as just getting a lab done, or purchasing a medication, or doing some routine vaccination, or many other activities like a screening that occurs in a hospital. So we use this to filter the type of patients that you have, non or the actual patients. And down on this left column is the last name, the first name, the patient ID, the account number, which is the folder number. The same thing that will be here. You can use the folder number to search for the patient. And the bottom here is a department, which is OPD. And down here, you will be able to search for those patients that are archived that you don't really want to look up all the time. Archival could be due to some reasons, such as debt or such as inactive activity. And then if, for example, once this, there's no record for non-patients here, but for patients, for example, if you want to display the patients with their date of births and you want to hide it, you just click on this button and it hides it. This feature is used to do advanced lookup if you have a multi-facility in different locations and you want to see if they're there. The save button is there to save whenever you enter a new patient, and if you have an existing patient, the new button does exactly that, clears the screen for you. Alert is based on things if you want to be able to tag a patient and find out so that it will be prompted next time the patient comes in. The check-in is primarily used to be able to create a chat when the patient comes in, and we'll discuss that in the next level of our course. Visit history provides you the history of the patient visit to the hospital. Capture image does capture the image if a passport and places it up in this box down here. Convert will convert the patient information to admission if the patient is admitted to the hospital. New baby is in a case where the mother has a baby, and a clicking of a new baby will take the properties of the mother and be able to provide you with some few changes to be made. If you notice here, we have some red buttons. Those are mandatory fields. Some of these fields can be turned off. Some of them could, depending on how your hospital operates. Down here we have the responsible party. This is where we enter the patient, the person who is actually paying the bill. If this patient is a minor, the responsible family member name will be entered here. Next of kin also will be the same. If that's not the person that you have in place of next of kin, the name comes here, and the mobile phone, which is mandatory, and the relationship for your next of kin comes in here. Down here we have the insurance. If this is a self-pay, that means for cash basis, it automatically stays that way. But if this patient is an insurance person, that insurance must have been loaded previously, and our system tracks the insurance, including their tariffs. Down here we also have the policy number and the prior authorization number that the insurance company needs. Let's go back to the general tab. We call all these tabs. If you notice here, this is the folder number, which is automatically generated by the system. But if your hospital has a prior folder numbers, it comes in here. If you notice down here, this is the last medical card payment. This shows the history of when a medical card payment was done, so that you'll be able to know when to ask for the next payment for the medical card. Down here we also have appointment. If you want to go to the appointment, this patient needs to be scheduled for some visits. Down here, up here, you will notice the balance of the patient. If the patient is owing previously, it will display here. And if the patient is scheduled for a visit, it will come in for the next visit date and or the previous visit date. We utilize a scanner if you want to be able to search for a patient with just a scan reader. All you need to do is just click on the patient's medical card, which is printed by ePractice, and you should be able to scan and get the number or get the patient display instantly. And that's a little overview of the ePractice registration screen. Thank you.